Hello, hi, my name is Melly Pretty. Today we are conducting Thugg's interview. Today I have with me April Trippin, Chanel Paradise, and Little Wolf. Okay, Thug, I'm gonna go ahead. The first thing I'm gonna need you to do is confirm your macros from the beginning to the end. I think I
I think
spammed
I
one
spammed
twice
one
by
twice by
accident, but
accident,
that's all
but
my
that's all my
macros.
macros.
Perfect, perfect. Okay, Thug. So I'm gonna go over a couple of rules with you. So that's gonna be your HP rules, your MD rules, and your RP rules. Once I'm done reading those rules to you, if you have any questions about any of them, you can go ahead and ask me when you're ready.
Roger that. Roger that.
All right. So HP rules. Rule number one: do not resuscitate patients on any street surrounding the hospital, PvP, Blue Territory events, or Army base. Do not serve patients who have their weapons drawn. Do not stand or sell on the main lobby floor. Do not go AFK while on duty, because if you do, it's a 3-day ban, demotion, and all funds returned. And when I mean AFK, I mean away from keyboard. Only two members may be at each desk in rank order, which is brown, maroon, blue, white, and then green. Up to three may line down the hall, also in rank order. If your medication wait time is over 5 minutes, go on emergency calls or med deliveries. If the wait is under 5 minutes, wait in the cafeteria. Do not use the front door. Only rank 6 may enter through the front door, and only rank 7 may use the front parking lot. Whatever you do, do not spawn the bus. You must have a DCP or a CP's permission. Radio checks are mandatory. So once you see them radio checks go in the chat, just hit it with a 10-4 copy. Did you have any questions on your HP rules?
No, no questions. All clear.
All right. Now for your MD rules. Rule number one: refusal to provide medical assistance, refusal to give medicine to civilians or resuscitate a person without justified RP reason provided. There are no threats to the Meg's life. Turf war, active shootout, standoff, punishment one, reprimand. MD2: firearm use of firearms by medical staff, strictly prohibited. Punishment equals dismissal from the fraction. MD3 adheres to project rules. Medical fractions member must follow all established project rules. Punishment equals from one warning, one reprimand. MD4 use of official vehicles for personal activities. Personal use of official vehicles, medical vehicles, is prohibited. Punishment equals one warning. Issuing medical certificates outside the hospital setting is forbidden. Punishment equals one warning. Medical actions during dangerous situations, selling medical pills or resuscitating players during life-threatening situations such as fireflights or other active threats, including to the individual being treated, is prohibited. Punishment equals one warning. MD7, gang association and criminal activity, intentionally associating with gangs, committing major crimes, theft, vandalism, murder, affiliating with fractions doing events is prohibited. Punishment equals dismissal from the fraction. MD8, disrespectful conduct towards colleagues or civilians, disrespectful behavior towards any individual is prohibited. Punishment equals one reprimand. Dismissal based on the fraction leader's decisions. So basically on your higher ups decisions. MD9, non-compliances with orders, failing to follow orders or observe rank-based subordination, punishment one reprimand. MD10, use of personal vehicles for EMS work, using personal vehicles for EMS related tasks is not allowed, punishment one warning. MD11, proper role play conduct. Medical personnel must role play their duties appropriately, including interactions, announcing assistance, and checking surroundings during emergency. Punishment equals one warning. MD12, improper use of tasers. Attacking civilians with a taser weapon or physical force without an RP reason. Punishment dismissal from the fraction. Did you have any questions on your MD rules?
No questions.
All right, RP rules. RP 13, fraction NRP, non RP behavior within game fractions, including unlawful releases of prisoners or execution of civilians by the police. Punishment equals exoneration from the fraction and or from 30 minutes in one state jail to a 3-day ban. RP 14, sexual harassment, any form of non-consensual sexual actions, including stimulations and explicit dialogues, action, use of ethnic or LGBT slurs, or excessive attention. All sexual actions require OOC consent, such as actions should not occur in public or frequent visited areas. Punishment equals 60 minutes mute or 24-hour up to a 30 days ban. RP 15, disruption of fraction operations, intentionally provoking fraction members for entertainment or disrupting fraction operation is prohibited. Punishment equals 30 minutes in one state jail. RP 16, criminal acts against emergency personnel. Any criminal acts towards medical personnel are prohibited. Punishment equals from 90 minutes in one state jail to a 12-hour ban. Did you have any questions on your RP rules?
No question.
No question. All right, girl. So now I'm going to go ahead and ask you about 10 questions, some 10 interview questions. Now, there's no right or wrong answers here. You just try to answer the questions as best as you can. Now, the first question is, why did you want to go ahead and join this fraction? And what can you benefit from this fraction?
So I
So
actually
I
joined
actually
this
joined this
fraction
fraction
because
because
I wasn't
I
really
wasn't
enjoying
really
like
enjoying like
outside, like the
outside,
noise,
like
the
the noise, the
chaos and stuff.
chaos and stuff.
I actually
I
enjoy
actually
coming
enjoy
to
coming to
HP.
HP.
It's actually
It's
good
actually
nurses
good
who do
nurses who
role
do
play
role play
quite good
quite
and like
good and like
actually make
actually
this game
make
an
this game an
experience. And
experience.
so
And
me
so
personally,
me
I just
personally,
wanted
I
to
just
make
wanted to
the
make the
hospital a
hospital
better
a better
experience for other
experience for
people.
other people.
Like it's not
Like it's
always
not
people
always
running
people
around
running
and just
around and
screaming,
just
you know?
screaming, you know? Right, I agree. Okay. What do you think this fraction? How can you benefit from it? Like what good ideas or what good things you may want to bring to this fraction since now you in it.
Honestly, I
Honestly,
actually
I
want to
actually
stick
want
to
to
like
stick
the
to like the
macros. I feel
macros. I
like they're
feel like
given for
they're
a
given for a
reason.
reason.
I think
I
if
think
we're able
if
to
we're
role
able to
play
role
things
play
out for
things out
like
for like
players, it
players,
makes the
it makes the
experience better for
experience better
both
for
of
both
us.
of us.
And that
And
way,
that
like
way, like
as they
as
get
they
used to
get
it,
used
also
to it,
they
also
have
they
like
have like
decorum. Because right
decorum.
now
Because right
people
now
don't know how
people
to
don't know
act
how
in
to act in
HP,
HP.
so it's
So
like
it's like
kind of like
kind of like
put
put
structure into
structure
something
into
that
something
already
that
has
already has
structure. You know what I'm
structure.
saying?
You know what I'm saying? Right. I agree. Okay. What are the areas we are not allowed to perform CPR at? So there are about, I believe, 3 to 4 areas we are not allowed to perform CPR at. Now, what areas are those?
So I could
So
say
I
at
can
least
say at
three.
least
I
three.
know
I
green
know green
zones,
zones,
any
any
territory,
territory,
um,
um,
like any
like any
blue,
blue,
neon blue
neon blue
thing,
thing,
and
and
if I'm not
if I'm not
mistaken, like by
mistaken, like by
PED
PED
or something
or
like that.
something like that. Yeah, so they're gonna be your blue territories. You can your army bases. You can and
That's what I
around. That's what
meant.
I meant.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah, that's
meant.
what I meant. You good and around HP. All right, my next question I have for you. Okay, what are 2 mistakes you made since being in this fraction? And what have you learned from them 2 mistakes?
So I've
So
actually
I've
gotten
actually
like
gotten like
like verbal
like verbal
warnings.
warnings.
Like sometimes
Like
I don't pay
sometimes I don't pay
attention when the
attention when
patients
the
have the
patients
gun
have the
out,
gun
and
out,
that's my
and that's
fault.
my fault.
That's just what
That's
comes
just
with
what
like role
comes with like
playing
role
our
playing
job.
our job.
Or
Or
what's the next
what's the
one?
next one?
I think it's
I
really
think it's
just
really
when
just
people
when
like
people
be pointing
like
the
be
gun that
pointing the
I've
gun
like
that
no,
I've
I've
like
gotten
no,
in
I've
trouble.
gotten
I
in trouble. I
forget to
forget
like
to like
pay attention
pay
to that.
attention to that.
Or if
Or
I'm like
if I'm like
passing by
passing by
hospital in the front
hospital in
and
the
it be
front and
people
it be
dead, it's
people
like I have
dead,
to
it's like I
stop
have to
myself
stop
from like
myself from like
servicing them
servicing
because
them
I know I'm not
because I know I'm
supposed
not
to.
supposed to. Right, right. Yeah, we can't serve patients like if say if you're standing on the floor, you can't serve. Make sure you're not serving your patients while on the floor. Make sure you're not selling uh your pills or anything outside of the HP, because if you do so, yeah, you could get in trouble for that. All right. So my next question to you is, why is it important to follow your chain of command?
Oh, it's super
Oh, it's super
important. You
important.
guys were the
You guys
reason
were
why
the
I'm
reason why I'm
actually up
actually
here,
up
like
here, like
trying to
trying to
learn and like
learn and like
get with
get
an
with an
organization and like
organization
feel
and
like
like
I'm
feel like
part of
I'm part
something.
of something.
Like you guys are
Like
the
you
ones who
guys are
I
the
can
ones
go
who I can
ask
go ask
questions.
questions.
Brown
Brown
scrubs,
scrubs, purple
all of
scrubs,
that,
all
they're
of
all
that. They're all
necessary. We all
necessary.
help
We
each
all help
other.
each other.
You know, if
You
I
know, if
might
I
forget
might
something,
forget
somebody
something,
else may
somebody
have
else
that
may have
answer,
that answer,
or a
or
player
a
has a
player
question
has a
that I
question
can't
that I
answer. You
can't
know, like
answer.
we
You know,
all
like
help
we
each
all
other
help
and
each
vice
other and
versa.
vice versa.
That is true. That is right. Yeah, you're gonna always want to make sure you go to your chain of command, follow that chain of command because it's important. So as of like me, I'm a rank 6. So you will go to them. You will go from your rank 5, 6s, then your highest is 7, 8s, then becomes your DCPs and CPs. Okay, so my next question is, why is it important to always R&R, which is record and report?
Oh, because
Oh,
I think
because
that's
I
the
think
only
that's the
way
only
that
way that
players
players
actually like
actually like
kind of learn
kind of
from their
learn from
mistakes.
their
Like they
mistakes.
know
Like
not
they
to
know
do
not to
certain
do
things
certain
next
things
time. So
next time.
like
So like
I feel
I
like
feel
it
like
keeps a
it keeps a
balance,
balance,
and I
and
also
I
feel
also
like
feel like
it lets
it lets
everybody know
everybody
like
know like
do's and
do's
don'ts.
and
But it
don'ts.
also
But it
just
also
like
just
helps the
like helps the
game be
game
more
be more
cohesive as a whole.
cohesive as a whole.
Right, right. Okay, okay. My next question to you is going to be, how would you handle a situation under pressure? Now, if you got like downstairs when you work at the front desk, you know how you have a whole bunch of people having their weapons in your face or emoting. How would you handle that situation?
Usually I just
Usually I just
move.
move.
Like if I feel
Like
like
if
they're
I feel
doing
like they're
something
doing
because they're
something
trying to
because
get
they're trying to get
attention,
attention.
if I'm
If
not
I'm not
anywhere I'm not
anywhere
supposed
I'm
to be
not supposed to be
standing,
standing,
I'll just go
I'll
to
just go
like
to
the
like the
hall, or if I
hall,
can
or
go
if I
to
can
like
go to
behind the
like behind
desk,
the desk.
kind of just
Kind of
like
just
let
like
them get
let them
bored
get
on their
bored on
own a
their
little bit.
own
I
a
feel
little
like
bit.
that's
I feel
all
like
I've
that's
been
all
able to
I've been
do.
able to do.
That way they
That
don't
way
think
they
that
don't
like
think
what
that
they're
like what they're
doing is
doing
like
is like
getting a
getting a
reaction.
reaction.
So I think
Right.
So
it's
I
just
think
like
it's just like
diffusing the
diffusing the
situation.
situation.
Yeah, that's true. You're gonna always try to remain calm. Try not to go ahead and argue with none of them. If you gotta remove yourself from, like you said, if you gotta remove yourself, then yeah, you can do that. You can go outside, get a little break if you have to, because trust me, we understand how sometimes it could be very frustrating. So before they get you there, just take a breather, step away, and then you know, get some fresh air, and then you'll come back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, yeah, little wolf. Yes, I'm gonna go. Okay, so I'm gonna go a little bit in depth into your chain of command. So chain of command. They're very important. They're there to help you. They're there to, basically, resolve any higher escalations that we may have. So like, your DCP and your CP, which is Dr. Spacious, your DCP, Dr. Barkley, Dr. Stitch. Your CP is Dr. Lilo. She is the highest. She's the one that, she's the one, she's the GOAT. I'm gonna say that. But yeah, it's very important to make sure that you always, follow those chains of command. That's what I kind of wanted to little say more on that. Little Wolf, did you want to add a little bit more?
Yeah, that's actually what I just put in the chat. Okay, so the way I see it and the way I like to explain it, everybody explains it a little bit different. I'm not saying what Millie was saying was wrong. It's just we are harassed a little bit. I'm not gonna say harassed, maybe a little bit by Lilo on explaining a little bit of this more in depth. But so the chain command is actually a healthy way to keep this whole project going like smoothly and properly, and there's no like whole bunch of like I matched up in one person type stuff. Like so, like if you came straight to you are a rank 6. If you came straight to a rank 5, or a whole bunch of green scrubs came to a rank 5 and skipped these guys, not only would it have not let them have the opportunity to do their job, it'd be a whole bunch of bunched up of people going to a rank 6 or a rank 5. So really the chain commands is not to be skipped. You see what I'm trying to do, Millie? I'm trying to explain it a little bit more. Like, so like for green, white, and blue scrubs, your ability is to go to either a maroon or a brown scrub if they're available. If they're not, then you do have the right to come to one of the rank 5s, which would be a green pants or a white dress. But if you did go to a rank 5 first, their job would be to tell you to go to find one of these guys, therefore, and so on. So like, there's no skipping of the chain commands. That's what I'm trying to get at. Like Millie said it right. It's just a little more in depth. You don't want to skip. Like I can't go straight to a chief and be like, hey, I need help with this. I need help with that. I'd have to actually go to my next range, would be a DCP, and then so on. You get what I'm saying a little bit more?
Right.
Yeah, I do.
All right, my bad, Millie. Go ahead. I just wanted to explain that a little bit more in depth.
Okay, thank you, Lil Wolf. Okay, my next question to you, Thug, is gonna be how many people can line up to a desk, and in what rank order should they be in?
Alright,
All
so
right. So as far as
I'm
rank,
not gonna
I'm not
lie,
gonna
I'm
lie,
not
I'm not
exactly
exactly
sure.
sure,
But I do
but I
know
do
it's
know
supposed to
it's
be
supposed to
like
be
three
like
people
three people
tops by the
tops by the
hallway,
hallway,
and it's
and
no
it's
three
no
people
three
to a
people
desk.
to a
It's only
desk. It's
two.
only two.
And if I'm
And
not
if I'm not
mistaken, it might
mistaken, it
be
might be
either a
either
purple
a
or
purple or
brown and a
brown and a
green
green
scrub,
scrub,
or
or
it's
it's
purple,
purple,
brown, and then
brown, and
green
then green
scrubs go in the
scrubs go
hall.
in the hall. Help me! I accidentally walked up to the
That is
second.
that is correct. So it's two people at a desk. So your rank order will be it's gonna be browns, maroon, then it'll be blue, white, and last is green. So that's your rank order right there. And down the hall, it will be in that order as well. But three may go down the hall.
Okay, three
Okay,
down the
three
hall.
down the hall.
Okay. My next question to you is what does team leadership mean to you?
Team
Team
leadership to
leadership
me
to me
means like
means like
I
I
take
take
initiative when
initiative when
something
something
is,
is,
I guess,
I
taken
guess,
away either
taken away
from my
either from my
team or
team
it's
or
not
it's
helping
not
my
helping
team
my
move
team move
forward. And it's
forward.
not
And it's
something
not
that I
something that I
necessarily need to be
necessarily need to
told
be
to do.
told to do.
It's something that
It's
like
something that like
I'm able to
I'm
just like
able to
read a
just like read
room
a
and
room
assess
and
it if it's
assess it if
something
it's
that
something
I'm
that
able to
I'm
do.
able to do.
Um,
Um,
so taking
so taking
initiative,
initiative,
being
being
dependable
dependable
and
and
transparent, but
transparent, but like always
like
like
open
open
to like
to
whether
like
it's
whether it's
criticism,
criticism,
good,
good,
bad, like
bad, like
hey, just
hey,
remember
just
this,
remember
you know what I'm
this. You
saying?
know what I'm saying?
I feel like
I
it
feel
all
like it
builds your
all builds your
character,
character,
but as a
but as
whole,
a
like I
whole, like
think
I think
providing what I
providing
can
what
for
I
my
can for my
teammates at all
teammates at
time,
all
or whether
time,
it's
or
just
whether it's
for
just for
customers or not,
customers
it's
or
just
not, it's
being the
just
best that
being
I
the best
can
that
and
I can
presenting
and presenting
myself
myself
well, not just
well,
for
not
me,
just
but
for
because
me,
I
but
know I'm
because I know I'm
representing
representing
everybody else next
everybody
to me.
else next to me.
Yes, I like that. I like that. Mm-hmm.
DCP approved the message right there.
Right there.
Um, okay. That I like that. Team leadership around here is very important to us. I love working as a team. I love how we just, do everything together. That's my favorite part of being in this faction. That's why I like being in here, is because it's not just on one. Everybody here is a team, and yeah, it means a lot to us. But I like that, Doug. My next question for you is gonna be, if you got a call, emergency call, and you arrived at that scene, and you do see a gang member and a police officer on the ground, who you gonna go ahead and give emergency care to first?
The police
The
officer.
police officer.
Now, I'm not saying that's a wrong. I'm not saying that you're wrong. Now, the person that you're going to give care to is the person is in the red circle, the person that made that call, that's who you're going to go ahead and give the care to. Now, if it's clear around you, if you have enough time and it is okay to do so, you may go ahead and pick up somebody else. But just remember that to always focus on the person that is in that red circle who's standing there. And, that's the person you'll give that care to.
I feel you.
I
I,
feel you.
I actually
I
feel
actually
that,
feel
like, because
that,
that's
like,
who
because that's
actually
who
made the
actually made the
emergency call.
emergency
I can
call.
respect
I
that.
can respect that. Right. Okay. I don't have no more questions. Let me see if anybody else would like to ask any questions. Does anybody want to ask anything?
I do.
I do.
Okay, you can go ahead, Chanel.
Okay,
Okay,
let's
let's
say if
say
you
if you
see
see
two white
two white
coats
coats
Oh, never mind.
downstairs,
downstairs,
like
like
having an
having an
altercation or
altercation or
whatever,
whatever,
how would you
how would you
de-escalate like
de-escalate
the
like the
situation?
situation?
Two
Two
white
white
coats.
coats.
Honestly, I'm
Honestly,
more
I'm
than
more
likely
than
going to
likely
look
going
for
to look for
in the rank
in the
of
rank
like
of
Melly
like Melly
Pretty.
Pretty.
I feel
I
like
feel
as a
like
green
as a
scrub
green
right
scrub
now,
right
I don't
now,
really
I don't
have a
really have
say
a
as far
say
as
as
like
far
being
as
able
like
to
being
like
able to like
have like
have
some
like
sort of
some sort of
authority or wanting
authority or
to like
wanting
get
to like
somebody
get
to like
somebody
put
to like
things
put things
aside and just
aside and
like
just
come
like
back
come
to.
back to.
I feel like
I
they're
feel like
more
they're
open
more
to hearing
open to
from
hearing from
somebody
somebody
close to their
close to their
circle.
circle.
So if
So
anything,
if
I would
anything,
go
I
with
would go
someone
with
higher
someone
up than
higher
me,
up than
present
me,
the
present the
situation, and let
situation,
them
and let
handle
them
it.
handle it.
Okay.
Okay.
Um,
Um,
one more
one more
question.
question.
With
Where
are you?
are you?
I don't even know how
I
to
don't even know how to
ask this
ask
question.
this question.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Okay, are you
Okay, are
ever
you
supposed
ever
to
supposed to
spawn the
spawn the
bus?
bus?
Spawn the
Spawn the
bus?
bus?
No.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, those
All
are my
right,
two
those are my two
questions.
questions.
All right. Anybody else have any?
Maybe.
You can go ahead and ask if you need to, Dr. Space. Dr. Space.
My bad. My dog acting a little crazy for a second.
You're good.
So,
So,
what
what
would you
would you
say
say
if you
if you
saw someone
saw
that is
someone that is
actually your
actually
rank
your
doing a
rank
similar
doing a similar
situation to what
situation
happened
to what
before?
happened
Like, how
before?
would you
Like, how would you
de-escalate that?
de-escalate that?
Oh, if it's
Oh,
like
if it's
plain
like
rent,
plain rent,
I ain't gonna say
I ain't
nothing
gonna say nothing
crazy. But
crazy. But
I've
I've
definitely just
definitely
tried to
just tried to
remind my
remind my
teammate
teammate
of like what
of like what
matters and
matters and
how we are
how we are
perceived by
perceived
like
by
regular
like regular
incoming players
incoming
is
players
not
is not
really up to
really
us
up
to
to
like
us
want
to
to
like want to
change.
change.
They have their
They
own
have their
feelings
own
coming
feelings
into the
coming into the
hospital from
hospital from
outside.
outside.
I don't know
I
whether
don't
they
know
got
whether they
murked
got
or not,
murked or not,
but they
but
bring
they
those
bring
feelings
those
in here.
feelings
So
in
I
here. So
wouldn't
I
really
wouldn't really
necessarily allow
necessarily
those
allow
feelings to
those
move
feelings to
me.
move me.
So I
So
would just kind of
just
remind
kind of
my
remind
teammate
my
like,
teammate
hey,
like, hey,
they're about to be
they're about to
gone.
be gone.
Don't let it get
Don't
to
let it
you.
get to
And
you.
again,
And
if
again,
that's
if
not
that's
enough,
not
I'll
enough,
just
I'll
look for
just look for
somebody
somebody
else who
else
doesn't
who
only
doesn't
have the
only have the
authority
authority
more than I
more than
do,
I do,
but probably
but
has a
probably has a
better
better
way of
way of
approaching that
approaching that
situation.
situation.
Okay,
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 okay.
okay.
Good
Good
answer.
answer.
Good
Good
answer.
answer.
Also,
Also,
what
what
motivates your
motivates your
character
character
to work
to work
EMS instead of
EMS
like,
instead of like,
law
law
enforcement or
enforcement or
military?
military?
What made you
What
choose
made you choose
medical?
medical?
So
So
real quick, because
real
I
quick, because I
definitely went
definitely
through the
went
whole
through
like
the whole
which
like
one I
which
wanted to
one I
be
wanted to
under.
be under.
I like the
I like
hospital
the
because I feel
hospital
like the
because I feel like
girls
the
be
girls
here
be
like
here like
for real.
for real.
But two,
But two,
I didn't want to
I
be
didn't
a
want to be
cop
a
because I
cop
feel
because
like
I feel
cops
like
always
cops
get
always get
like,
like,
you know what I'm
you know
saying?
what I'm saying?
They get
They
talked to
get talked to
crazy, and I don't
crazy, and
really
I don't
have the
really have the
patience for real.
patience for
And
real.
then
And then
military base
military
to
base
me,
to me,
honestly, is
honestly, is
boring. I don't
boring.
feel
I
like
don't
I
feel
get a
like I get a
satisfaction out of role
satisfaction out of
playing
role
there.
playing there.
However, here,
However,
like,
here, like,
I like this.
I
Like,
like
I
this. Like,
really
I
am
really am
starting to like
starting to
enjoy
like enjoy
everybody here. Like,
everybody here.
everybody
Like,
brings
everybody brings
something.
something.
Nothing is
Nothing is
undermined to me,
undermined
at
to me,
least.
at least.
Um,
Um,
like, I feel
like
like
I
it's a
feel like it's
vibe
a
here in the
vibe here in the
hospital. It could
hospital. It could
definitely be
definitely
better.
be better.
We could even
We
leave
could
role
even leave
play
role
even
play
more a
even
little
more a
bit.
little bit.
Um,
Um,
but yeah, like
but
I
yeah,
like
like
the
I like the
hospital. I've
hospital.
not
I've
mind
not
being
mind
here
being
since I
here
started
since I
being here.
started being here.
Okay.
Okay.
Just so you
Just so you
know,
know,
there
there
are
are
sub
sub
departments in the
departments in the
hospital.
hospital.
So if you're ever
So if you're ever
interested in
interested in
a
a
more
more
structured role
structured
play
role play
experience,
experience,
you could look
you
into
could
one of
look into
those.
one
Like
of
we have
those. Like we have
OBGYN.
OBGYN.
We also
We also
have
have
one that I
Oh,
one that
just
I
recently
just
joined
recently
called
joined called
the
the
infectious
infectious
disease
disease
department.
department.
So we do a
So
lot
we
of
do
role
a lot
plays
of
with
role
like
plays with like
pharmacy.
pharmacy.
We
We
do,
do,
medicines. We
medicines. We
do
do
blood tests,
blood
all that
tests,
stuff.
all that stuff.
And we have our own
And we have our own
macros.
macros.
So if you
So
want to look
if you
into
want to look
something
into
like
something
that,
like that,
definitely
definitely
give them.
give them.
I would
Yeah, I would
definitely be
definitely
open
be
to
open to
goddamn, sorry.
goddamn, sorry.
OBGYN.
OBGYN.
I feel like
That's
that's cool.
definitely
Like
a
anything like that, I'm
interesting.
open.
So I would
So I
connect
would
with
connect
Dr.
with
Stitch.
Dr. Stitch.
She's
She's
the head.
the
She's
head.
one of the
She's
heads
one of
of
the
that.
heads of that.
So yeah,
So yeah,
go crazy
go
with it.
crazy with it.
All right. Well, Doug, that will conclude your interview
I'm
for
sorry.
I'm
today.
sorry.
Oh,
Before you
Before you
finish, I have a
finish, I have a
question. Do
question.
you check your
Do you
macros
check your
before you
macros before you
started?
started?
Did I
yes,
check
I
my
Did I
did.
check my
macros?
macros?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
I did. I always confirm the macros before I start an interview. Thank you, April.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, Doug, that will conclude your interview for today. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.